My life fell apart recently. I say recently, but it was 2 months ago now. A lot can happen in 2 months. Not much has happened for me. I've tried to work through it and I've tried to work around it. I've tried to acknowledge and understand that a lot of people are going through more traumatic times with less support and they're doing less bitching about it, but here I am anyway. Playing solitaire. Maybe it's because it's soothing. The simplicity of it all. Red goes on black, aces are low, numbers go on numbers. Maybe it's a throwback to when we had Windows 95 and it was the only card game I could understand. For whatever reason, I begin and end my days playing games of solitaire on my phone. Lots of games. I'll play until I eventually get too tired in the evenings or too hungry in the mornings, basically until my body begins to make the decision for me. Then a childlike logic emerges, a small voice in my head saying, "You have to win the last game before stopping." I'm not going to start or end my day on a low note. How absurd. So I play until I win, and sometimes that takes a while. I'm not actually that good at solitaire, it seems, but I play through as many games as I need to win. But how do you stop there? The first rule that any gambler or basketballer will tell you is that you should always ride the hot hand. If you've got a winning streak going, you keep going. So I play another. If I win, let the good times roll, start up another game. If I lose, well, I can't start or end my day on a low point. I need to win the last game before I stop playing, so let's start another game. It's a beautiful piece of circular logic that stops me from having to face the real world for as long as possible. My own solitary confinement. I like that there are some games of solitaire that are impossible to win. I like that no matter how good it looks, no matter how many correct steps you take, how forward-thinking your plans and reactions are, that something can always trip you up. You can play the perfect game and still lose, just because the 3 of diamonds was at the bottom of the largest stack. The only difference between solitaire and life here is that you can always just start another game of solitaire. Then another. Then another. Keep playing till you win. Keep winning till you don't. Keep avoiding the problem forever. Sadness will eat away at you whether you notice it or not, so why not just ignore it? Queen goes on king. Make the cards dance. I hate how I interact with the world now. My therapist asked me if I'm experiencing any suicidal ideations, her exact phrase. The most clinical way of discussing that imaginable. I'm yet to be asked about any other types of ideation, mind you. What are you supposed to say to that? Yes, but not that many more than normal, so I'm not too worried? I don't know, man. Let me ideate on it a bit longer. That's how I die, statistically speaking. If you run the simulation of my life over and over using the same deal but playing the cards differently, I imagine it comes to that often enough. An unsuccessful, neurodivergent, tortured artist with a history of depression? The script finishes itself, maybe a little too easily. But I move on, not content to let my suffering be the end of me. See, if I don't kill myself, then I win. Not against any opponent, mind you, I'm just playing myself here. Hell, I won't even know in the end that I won, so I have to take some sort of grim pleasure from it right now. Play through the pain, because the pain means that you're winning. Something strange happened during these last couple of months. A video of mine started doing well. Like, really well. More than 100,000 views well. I've never had anything picked up by the algorithm before, and I might never again. YouTube isn't solitaire, it's roulette. It can't be reasoned with. I woke up to dozens of notifications about this video for a week or more, most of them very positive. I should have been happy, or at least excited. All I got was dread. In a maudlin coincidence, I actually uploaded that video on the morning before the night where everything went to shit for me. It sits there as a perfect little time capsule of my old self. One of the last things I did, while blissfully unaware of impending doom, was put together a video about the Bon Appetit test kitchen. How absurd is that? Maybe that's why I didn't get any joy from it. It feels so removed from the real. Since then, I've started and abandoned 5 different videos. Fortunately, I had most of the editing done for those Q&A videos, so they just came out on schedule pretty much. Since then, I've tried everything from long-form artsiness, mid-form shitposting, and short-form responses to stuff that matters. Truly the full spectrum of what I want to do with this channel. None of it's stuck. I am deflated and distracted. It's hard to think externally while holding yourself together. All I could do was think through all of this, and eventually that gave way to starting a script at 3 AM after finishing another game of solitaire. So here I am. I guess this video is something of an update, and that update is, I don't know. I'm probably going to shut down my Patreon for a little while. I don't feel right taking people's money while also not being able to do this at all. On that front, my sincere thank you to Genicust77 for being part of the $10 tier of patrons. I'm sorry your shoutout came in this very depressing video. We'll get to another one eventually. Yeah. I don't know why I made this. It was therapeutic to type and I guess therapeutic to record. I don't know. Maybe it won't see the light of day. Maybe I'll upload it, leave it there for 24 hours, then delete it, being ashamed of forsaking my entire Protestant upbringing by acknowledging my feelings in public. All I know right now is that I have to keep going. Sometimes that's enough. Thanks for watching.